What if we journey back to 1926, where a seemingly inconsequential college football game between Stanford and Cal Berkeley evolved into one of the most legendary plays in American football history? Amidst the fierce rivalry, with the clock winding down and Cal trailing by 1 point, the Stanford band prematurely rushed the field to celebrate. In an astonishing twist, Cal's Roar Eagles, mistakenly remembered for his infamous wrong-way run in the Rose Bowl, redeemed himself by lateraling the ball to teammate Roger Hunter, who miraculously weaved through the chaos of the band to score the game-winning touchdown. As the final whistle blew, the crowd erupted into pandemonium, forever etching the play into the annals of football lore. Imagine a moment so surreal that it seemed lifted from a dream. December 19, 1982, the epic in Miami. The San Diego Chargers faced off against the Miami Dolphins in an AFC divisional playoff game that would go down as one of the greatest in NFL history. The Chargers jumped to a quick lead, but the Dolphins roared back, inspired by a miraculous hook and lateral play at the end of the first half. The seesaw battle continued through regulation and into overtime, with players on both sides pushing past sheer exhaustion. Kellen Winslow, the Chargers' tight end, became the unforgettable hero, blocking a field goal and catching 13 passes for 166 yards, despite suffering from dehydration and cramps so severe he had to be helped off the field multiple times. When the final whistle blew, the Chargers had claimed a 41-38 victory, but Winslow's indomitable spirit and unforgettable performance turned the epic in Miami into a timeless tale of grit and determination. Ever heard of the Fog Bowl? Picture this: December 31, 1988, the Chicago Bears are facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Divisional Playoff game at Soldier Field. The first half unfolds under clear skies, but as the second half begins, a dense, impenetrable fog rolls in from Lake Michigan, enveloping the field in a surreal shroud. Players vanish into the mist, and spectators can barely see the action. Quarterbacks struggle to find their receivers, and referees have to rely on ear-piercing whistles to keep the game in check. Despite the chaos, the Bears adapt better and hold on for a 20-12 victory. The eerie, almost otherworldly atmosphere of the Fog Bowl makes it a captivating and unforgettable chapter in NFL lore, illustrating the unpredictable and dramatic nature of outdoor football. Have you ever heard of a football game that helped end a war? In 1918, amidst the throes of World War I, the Army-Navy game took on unprecedented significance. As soldiers faced grim realities on European battlegrounds, back home, the annual football clash between the Army and Navy academies became more than just a game. Played on November 30th, this match wasn't just about school pride, it was a symbol of hope and unity. With the war's end in sight, the game offered a brief respite, a chance for the nation and the military to come together in a moment of normalcy and camaraderie. As the cadets and midshipmen clashed on the field, the spirit of competition and brotherhood transcended the stadium, echoing across a war-weary nation. The Army emerged victorious with a 32-13 win, but the true victory was the morale boost and the reminder that even in the darkest times, unity and resilience could prevail. What if a single game could heal the wounds of a nation? On December 28, 1958, the NFL championship game between the Baltimore Colts and the New York Giants did just that. In the waning moments of the fourth quarter, with the score tied, quarterback Johnny Unitas orchestrated a masterclass in football strategy. His calm, calculated plays moved the Colts down the field in what would become known as the greatest game ever played. The Colts tied the game with a field goal, leading to the first ever sudden death overtime in NFL history. Unitas, unfazed by the pressure, led his team to a historic touchdown, securing a 23-17 victory. This game not only captivated a nation but also elevated the NFL to a new level of popularity, setting the stage for American football to become a unifying force and a cornerstone of American culture. Can a single game change the course of history? In the autumn of 1970, an unprecedented moment unfolded on the gridiron as the University of Alabama's all-white football team faced off against the integrated squad of the University of Southern California. Under the bright lights of Birmingham's Legion Field, USC's African-American running back, Sam "Bam" Cunningham, exploded onto the scene, rushing for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns, leading his team to a resounding 42-21 victory. As Cunningham soared over the goal line, he didn't just score points, he shattered entrenched racial barriers. This game, more than just a contest, was a seismic shift that compelled Alabama's legendary coach Bear Bryant to recruit black athletes, forever altering the landscape of college football in the South. Imagine a game where victory slips through fingers like sand, yet a moment of pure, unadulterated sportsmanship captures hearts forever. That's what unfolded on November 23, 1957, during the infamous Mud Bowl between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Colts. With the field transformed into a quagmire by relentless rain, players struggled to gain footing, let alone make significant plays. In the fourth quarter, with the 49ers trailing, fullback Joe Perry broke free, heading for what seemed a certain touchdown. But out of nowhere, Colts defender Gino Marchetti, known for his fierce competitiveness, sprinted across the muck to tackle Perry just inches from the end zone. As both men lay in the mud, exhausted yet exhilarated, Marchetti extended his hand to help Perry up, sharing a nod of mutual respect that transcended the game itself. In a sport often defined by its physicality, this fleeting gesture of camaraderie stood as a poignant reminder of the honor and humanity that underpin true competition. Can you imagine the grit and spirit of a football game played in the thick of World War II? Picture this: in 1944, amidst the chaos and destruction, American soldiers and British airmen found common ground and camaraderie on a makeshift field in England, in what came to be known as the Tea Bowl. The war-torn skies above and the rumble of distant artillery served as a stark backdrop to a brief yet powerful moment of unity. They donned whatever gear they could find, helmets and boots mismatched, and for a few precious hours, the horrors of war faded away. Soldiers and airmen tackled, sprinted, and cheered, their laughter echoing against the harsh realities of their surroundings. This makeshift game was not just a distraction, it was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the unyielding desire for normalcy and connection, even in the darkest times. The Tea Bowl remains a lesser-known yet poignant chapter in the annals of sports history, a beautiful moment of camaraderie and hope amidst the turmoil of war. Can a single moment in a game transcend the boundary between sport and legend? In 1982, during a frigid and fierce NFC Championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys, Joe Montana etched his name into football lore. With less than a minute left on the clock and trailing by 6 points, the 49ers faced a critical third down. Under immense pressure, Montana scrambled to his right, evading defenders, and lofted a desperate pass into the end zone. Dwight Clark leapt into the air, seemingly defying gravity, and hauled in the football with his fingertips, securing the game-winning touchdown. This remarkable play, forever known as the catch, not only propelled the 49ers to their first Super Bowl but also marked the dawn of their dynasty. It remains a testament to the magic that can unfold in mere seconds on the gridiron. Have you ever heard of the miracle at the Meadowlands? Imagine the tension in Giants Stadium on November 19, 1978. The New York Giants were leading the Philadelphia Eagles 17-12 with just seconds left on the clock. Victory seemed assured for the Giants as they only needed to kneel and run out the clock. But then, an inexplicable decision. Instead of kneeling, Giants quarterback Joe Pisarcik fumbled a handoff to Larry Csonka. In a flash, Eagles cornerback Herman Edwards scooped up the loose ball and sprinted 26 yards to the end zone, securing an improbable 19-17 victory for Philadelphia. This stunning turn of events not only shocked the fans but also led to significant changes in NFL game management strategies. It was a moment that redefined what it means to never give up until the final whistle.